Chase, I guess, what was the approach coming into this game after not a great performance in the first game today?
I would say just trying to set the tempo, set the standard from the first inning. Just have a clean inning in the first and just let our hitters do their thing.
How have you felt coming back this season after having Tommy John last year?
Feels pretty good. We play a lot of games in the fall and the spring, so just getting those reps back was huge for me.
Something you liked today that was better than your first outing?
I think the slider was pretty good today. I think I threw more sliders today, so that was kind of good to work on.
From an execution standpoint, anything?
Last outing was pretty good, but this outing was good. I had more walks than I did last outing, so that's something I kind of want to clean up.
You got through the first inning though unscathed.
That's true. Yeah, that was nice. That was kind of a relief. So, that was good.
Did you do anything different? Approach it different?
Nothing really different. Like I said, I just wanted to set the tempo after that first game, and kind of just give my guys some something to look forward to.
What makes you, Luis, unique as a catcher?
I would say just the way he goes about things is kind of like big league to me. Like when I look at him, I see a future big league player, and I love him, catching for me, and he's a great teamate too.
As a receiver, what are you kind of looking for in a catcher? Just receiving skills. Stuff like that.
Being a pitcher that has a lot of sink, somebody that can, I call it like motorcycling, just kind of like flick the glove up with strikes at the bottom of the zone. I think that's huge for me.
Jay said that there hasn't been many, if any, errors from the defense.
Mm-hmm.
How is it for you as a pitcher to know that the players that you have behind you are going to, do their job as well?
That's huge. That just gives me more confidence to pound the zone and, not walk any hitters, because I know they're going to do their thing behind me.
How do you kind of approach a game like this mentally where you guys lose one and you're out there first to set the tone for the next game? How do you prepare for that?
I would say I don't really prepare for it any differently. Just kind of just stick to my process and do what I've been doing. It sucks to lose the first game, but that's I'm pitching on game threes, so 1-1 in the series. Just kind of got to go take care of business.
You guys are going on the road later next week. Do you think that's gonna kind of help you guys grow as a team to be tested outside of the stadium?
Definitely, I think it's gonna be cool. A lot of team bonding involved with that. It's just gonna be a lot of fun too.
6 ground outs you forced today. You kind of mentioned your sinking fastball. I guess how much of an emphasis is that for you just to soften some of those bats and get a lot of that weak contact?
I think it's huge. I think it really helps with pitch count too. Strikeouts are great, but if I can throw a first pitch sinker down the middle and get a ground out, I think that's huge for going deep into the games.
Given how much movement there is on that pitch, are you just aiming it right down the middle and just watching it,
Sometimes, yeah. Coach Yessie does a good job calling the location, so wherever he calls it, that's where I'm trying to throw it to.
Coach referenced conversations he would have with Dylan Cruz and the 23 team, how you guys would lose, but then come right back, and especially in the first inning, set the tone. You kind of see similarities, because you were on that team, of course.
Yeah.
You see similarities in that way of responding, at least today?
For sure, yeah. Just going back to the 2023 championship, we lost that second game pretty bad, and just, we knew what we had to do, and we kind of just stuck to our process, and I feel like that's what we did today too.
Did you get to throw a few more changeups today? Or?
I threw 0 changeups actually. It was just fastball, sinker, slider today.
Days like today when you're playing two guys like you, Jerry, Josh, who have been around the block and been there, how big is y'all's impact on the locker room and keeping guys motivated and keeping guys engaged?
Yeah. I think it's huge. A lot of freshmen, this was their first loss in college baseball, so they don't really know what to expect. But I feel like we're really mentally tough, especially the freshmen. They're really mature for their age, and I think they did a good job of bouncing back. But also like you said, we have to kind of step in and take on that leadership role.
Is it good to kind of learn those lessons early in the season to better prepare you for when conference play starts?
I would say so. Like Anthony said, you're not going to win every game in the season. It's a long season, so just getting that first one out the way, kind of in a way that I think that could be good, and just kind of bounce back from that.
How much do you talk with or work with Maverick Rizzi? It's similar build, similar sinking fastball. How do you two sort of work together?
We play catch together during the week, so after every catch play session, talk, kind of go over what he was thinking on this certain pitch, what I was thinking. I think we both help each other tremendously.
What do you see in him? Just as a player, what really stands out?
Electric fastball, electric stuff for a freshman. He's the real deal. He's he's already good, but I'm just excited to see where he's at in 2 years. It's good. Thank you.
Chase, Jeff, for the first game.
Yeah, it was just guys got outside their plan, so we had to recommit to that. and just kind of forget about it. Obviously today was going to be a long day, 18 innings of baseball, so we had to go at it one inning at a time and forget about the first game and move on to the second one.
What did you guys take from that ninth inning, that furious comeback to then transition onto the second game, or was it just two very separate things?
I mean, it's two separate things. I mean, it was good to get close, I guess, but it kind of, it stings a little bit more to, have the winning run on base and stuff and have an opportunity to kind of get something going or something. But, it is what it is, and we'll move on to the next one.
You guys have been very good in the field all weekend, no errors like Coach mentioned. How good does that feel, not only for you as a first baseman, but for the entirety of the squad to have that security in the defense and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of experience on defense. We played with I played with Monster and Braz every game last year, so obviously we have great chemistry on the infield. And Danny's a terrific guy over there at second base. So, we just are always communicating, always talking, and there's just a lot of confidence on the infield. And then our outfield, whoever's in there is awesome. And obviously, Stanfield was a SportsCenter top 10 this week. So if he's in center, I think we're pretty much locked down.
How are your knees after going after a couple of slow throws?
We're good. Yeah, it's more the sliding on the knees that gets me.
Do you see yourselves as a team getting better as the day goes on with more and more innings, or do you kind of see yourselves getting tired, or what do you see with that?
Yeah, I think, as the day went on, obviously guys are going to get tired, especially physically. But I think mentally we stayed engaged for, 18 innings. And, for us to bounce back the way we did, it was kind of a positive and something to build off of.
Coach said the way they were pitching was a little unique in some ways. What were they doing as a staff to give you guys trouble this week?
Yeah, I mean, they were just giving us a different look. A lot of guys were in there for 1 or 2 innings, and then they were out. So it was just a lot of, one time through the order type of guys where you didn't see guys twice. And, they just executed their pitches a lot of time. And baseball's a hard sport where, pitchers are executing their pitches. You're not often going to have success. So we just had to get back into our plan of, taking balls, swinging strikes, and crushing mistakes.
A lot of new guys and freshmen playing on this team, even if they're just coming out of the dugout mid-game. Just what have you seen from them in their, poise throughout the beginning of the season?
Yeah, it's been huge so far. Obviously, they're going to be a big part of our team. I remember my freshman year like it was yesterday, and I remember being in their shoes and what that felt like. So it's going to be huge for them, and I'm looking forward to see what they do.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you.